What's up, my Patreon peeps? Thank you for your patience. I got a mermaid Hello Kitty for you right here. Let me go and spin it around so you can see. Aha! Too easy. And you can see it's 3 balloons. Juan Gonzalez, also known as John London with J Magic Balloon Videos. Let's learn how to make this. Welcome back. Great to see your smiling faces. Let's go ahead and go right to learning how to make that balloon. And so with that, let's go over the balloons we're going to use and how much air is in them. Here we go. All right, see, these are the balloons I'm using. I have a white, I have a red for the bow, and then green for the little flippers on the tail. And I'm actually going to use this green that is probably only blown up halfway, and then I rolled the nozzle right here, okay, and then I give it a squish. Now you get this light bulb shape when you do that, okay? And then for markers, I went ahead and used black, yellow, and green, okay, because we're going to give it a real simple Hello Kitty face. And the green actually is for adding the scales on the tail for the Little Mermaid cat, say. So let's go ahead and bring that sound down. Let's get started, shall we? All right. The first balloon I'm going to use is the round, the underinflated green round that I use. I'm going to go ahead and twist a bubble on the end here. And because it's so underinflated, that bubble's really soft. And it's about, I would say, about 2 fingers wide, maybe a little smaller. And then I'm going to split it, okay? So remember that. And this is why you want that balloon definitely underinflated. But it's not that bad after you do it a couple times. I did something like this when I was doing an Elmo. And I think I did my Baymax similar too for like the feet. So you can go back and check that out. But once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and go for my green 260. And I'm going to go ahead and get the fins out of that. And aside from the 2 fins, they're about 3 fingers wide. I'm going to go ahead and add a pinch twist there as well. And now that I've done that, you can break off the excess because that's all you need. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap that the tail or the nozzle, excuse me, of that green round into there, and we'll be done with the tail and the fins of our little mercat, our mermaid cat. All right. So once that's done, we can go ahead and grab for our white balloon. And I'll tell you this right now before the measurements that I'm giving you for the white balloon are slightly too big for the end. Okay, so that way, if you're following along right now, you start with the ears. And they're about, I would say, about 3 to 4 fingers wide. You can make them a little bit, I would stick more to the 3 side than the 4 side, okay? And I'm doing a set of ears there. And right now I'm going to do about 4 fingers for our torso, but switch that to about 4 fingers, switch that to about 3 fingers, okay? And you can see I twisted it right in to where our 2 bubbles that we made on the green round. And then I'm going right back up, okay? And again, I make these segments here, the arm, that was a torso, now I'm working on the arms. I made those around 4 fingers long, but shoot for 3, and that's going to make the end of your balloon, when you go to use it, the white balloon, make it so you can make it around the face for the very end there, okay? So right now I'm just doing a couple of arms, and I'm just rolling them over one segment of the torso. So you can see right there, that's all I did. Now you can break out your red, and we're just going to make a bow for the red. So it's 2 loops, a pinch twist, and then leave a little segment there on the end. Okay, so make sure your bow is slightly smaller than your ear. So you see the comparison there? Okay, we'll do another loop. There we go. And then we got our pinch twist, and you'll leave a small bubble on the end. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want a little space in between the ears and the ribbon. See that? I'm just letting you know. Also sharing that with you so you can see. I'm twisting it in between the ears. All right. And once that's done, go and break off the excess. We're pretty close to the end of the twisting here. So you're going to do 2 bubbles, okay? 1 bubble is a spacer. The second is a pinch twist. And the reason we're doing the spacer is because we want that balloon to sit in, I don't want it to, its origin, where it comes from, to be right up against the back of the ear. So that's what we use the spacer for. Okay, and then we're going to go right around the back there. And you notice, see, I did not leave enough air, and so that's what happened to me. I got, messed up on my own proportions in this case, and that's why I was telling you earlier to make sure they're slightly smaller. And you'll hear me again. I'm going to be a little redundant, but that sometimes happens in post. when we go to do the editing and the voiceover and all that fun stuff. But otherwise, I was able to work it out, and it still came out pretty nice. So I thank you very much for hanging out with me and watching it. And again, if you have any questions, because this is a Patreon only video, feel free to hit me up in the comments, and we'll work it out. Okay, thanks for watching. We made it at the very end, barely. So I would suggest these proportions, take about 1/4 inch off all of them, and then I'll give this part at the very end. It'll give you a little more to work with. Okay, I really was like down to, you know, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch before this wasn't going to work. Okay, so just remember that when you're doing these proportions right here. You know, the torso area and the arms are about the same size. So I think if you bring down the torso size and the arm size, that's probably going to give you the amount of balloon that you want back here, okay? So just keep that in mind when you do this and you try to squeak this design out. And this won't hurt either, is you just come in with another balloon if you can't make it with this. So it's no big deal. You'll make it either way. No problem, okay? And the hardest part probably about all this is going to be probably the sidewall on this guy for the green round. But even that's not so bad. And if you have to, because this doesn't taper as much as I wanted it to, you could probably even use a 350 and, you know, maybe a 160 on here too. But just giving you variations so you can work it out, you know, so that way you have a preference the more you do this. So let's go ahead and do the artwork really quick, and then we'll be done. I dropped all my marker as soon as I popped up there, so let me go ahead and I'm going to take the green first, and we'll go ahead and add our scales real quick. So real simple. I'll show you how I do that. There you go. Okay. Turn it this way, however you want to see it, and then now underneath there, I can make a W. W. There you go. See, it's kind of connecting there. There we go. And then one more. And that'll do. You can see. There it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw the little nose. And you can use your little bow. That'll kind of be an indicator. If it looks like it's pretty centered, that'll kind of guide you there. There we go. All right. And alternative, if you don't have yellow, no big deal. Just use an orange. You'll still make it, no problem. You can draw a different kitty face on there. It doesn't have to be Hello Kitty. But I think if people see the red bow, they'll probably want it to be Hello Kitty. So I'm going to go ahead and outline the nose so it really stands out. Okay, so very important. I made it. The other one you probably saw earlier. You might have not even noticed the nose was there, and it's because I didn't outline it like I should have. Okay, so you see I'm almost done there. That's real super basic, super easy to do, the artwork. And then got the other little whisker on this side. And we're done. We made it. We made a mermaid Hello Kitty. But if you, like I said, if you want to do a different face on there, you can just call it a mermaid cat, and it's going to work just fine. But there it is. I wanted to share that with you, just to, you know, show you my appreciation for you guys, Patreon peeps, and you got yourself a little design you can put that won't be on my YouTube channel, just so you know. Okay, so you guys are getting this. All right, so thank you very much for hanging out with me. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Comment down below on this and just tell me what you think about it. Was it difficult for you? You know, would you like to see more tutorials like this style, you know, where we're using more rounds? Or you're cool with just sticking to 260s? Again, just hit me up and let's talk about it. So that way, when I do put tutorials out there, you know, it can be stuff that you really like, and also can help with in terms of what balloons you have in your kit. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Happy twisting. Bye.